7 o'clock. Start with the Pledge of Allegiance. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Okay, first up is the Visitor Citizens Forum. Pursuant to Texas Government Code 551007, a governmental body shall allow each member of the public who desires to address the body regarding an item on an agenda for an open meeting of the body to address the body regarding the item at the meeting before or during the body's consideration of the item. Linda, has anybody signed up?
No one has signed up to speak.
Okay. Next up, we have a public hearing. Public hearing is scheduled to provide an opportunity for citizen comment on the proposed ordinances related to the building codes. Tonight's agenda items E1 through E7. Linda, has anybody signed up for that?
Signed up. I'll make a motion to close the public hearing.
I'll second. Okay, next up is the... Next up is the consent agenda. All of the items on the consent agenda are considered to be self-explanatory and will be enacted by one motion. There will be no separate discussion of these items unless a council member requests an item must be removed from the consent agenda.
I make a motion to approve. We have a speaker that's requested to talk on the consent agenda. Eric Hancock.
Eric, are you there? Eric? Eric, are you there? If you're there, we can't hear you.
Can you?
We're hearing bits and pieces.
Might be talking, Sandy.
Eric, we can't hear you.
Now, can you hear me now?
Okay, now I can hear you.
Eric Hancock, 849 Tremont Place, Frisco, Texas, 75034. Recently, Mayor Mark Vargas, when explaining why Secretary Linda Asbell had so many errors and omissions in sentences attributed to me in minutes, said, the minutes, the recorded notes of a meeting are not meant to be word for word, but meant to show context. Mayor Mark said that someone in the future, if they were to look back on the minutes, they were designed to help show them a broader picture of what was going on at the time, to help them say, aha, that is why we did that, or that is why they did that. The minutes that Linda has...
Are you commenting on the minutes?
Yes, right now. The minutes that Linda has before you...
What specifically in the minutes are you wanting to talk about?
Let me go. The minutes before you at 5/13/2021, when I spoke at the Visitor and Citizens Forum, say merely that Eric had a conversation with Liz. She couldn't get in the door, and Liz said check signers couldn't sign, and so Eric went over, and that was the end. That's what she said. That does not tell the big idea. That conceals the big idea. In reality, my thesis statement when I spoke was Mayor Mark Vargas was the basis of corruption. I said Mayor Mark changed the locks, Mayor Mark changed the passcode, Mayor Mark changed the policy where now nobody can go without giving him a heads up, not even elected council, to look at anything. Because of this, Mayor Mark can now steal from us. Mayor Mark can cook the books and no one would know. How many times did Linda mention in those minutes when I spoke last month Mayor Mark's name? 0 times, not once. What I'm trying to say here and show you now is that the context of the minute should show Eric spoke out against corruption and the mayor's misdeeds. Therefore, because of the criticism, the mayor changed the policy of the Visitor Citizens Forum today on the 10th of June 2021 that no one now will be allowed to criticize the government without the mayor putting it on the agenda. That is illegal, and it is against Section 551007.
About the minutes now. You're drifting off, so stay on topic, please. Eric?
Hold
on mayor, then the people, the authorities, and the grand jury in the future won't have a truthful picture of why things actually happen. But now they do. It's recorded, and it is searchable. So I ask for one of you to be brave and to stand up and to speak out. But I guarantee you this, I'm not a bitter person at all. All things will work out. But I will stand up against wrong, and you know this is wrong. And I will guarantee you this 100%. There is nothing hidden that will not be disclosed. There's nothing hidden that will not be brought into the light. So please get on the right side of the line while you still can. Thank you.
Okay, thank you, Eric. We're going to go on to
Need a motion
the motion.
decide what you're going to do about the consent agenda?
Yeah, do you guys want to vote to accept the consent agenda?
I'll motion to approve the consent agenda.
Motion.
I'll second.
Okay, thank you.
Okay, let's move on to the agenda items for tonight. First up, we have a consideration of the 2018 residential code, and that is Clint.
So actually these are just carryover from last month, and so just anybody have any comments or have they had a chance to read them? Discussion again last month?
Nope, looks good to me.
There were no big changes from,
No.
which from what, stayed the same from last one.
All right.
Okay, we have the motion.
We have to do them individually? Yeah, we do them individually.
I'll make a motion to approve the 2018 residential code.
Okay, next up is consideration of the 2018 swimming pool and spa code. Clint, do you have anything to talk about?
Yeah, I guess I was kind of, when I threw that out there in the residential, it was kind of applying to all of them.
Okay, so anybody have any questions?
I'll make a motion to approve 2018 swimming pool and spa code.
I'll second.
Okay, next up is consideration of 2017 electrical code. Any questions or comments?
I make a motion to approve the 2017 electrical code.
I'll second.
Next up is consideration of the 2018 fuel gas code. Any questions or comments?
I'll make a motion to approve the changes to the 2008 fuel gas code.
Second? No? I think you're second.
Next up, consideration of 2018 mechanical code. Any questions or comments?
I'll make a motion to approve the changes to the 2018 mechanical code.
You need to say it out loud.
I'll get back in here.
Okay.
Consideration of 2018 plumbing code.
I make a motion to approve the 2018 plumbing code.
I'll second.
And lastly, consideration of 2018 energy conservation code.
Motion to approve the 2018 energy conservation.
I'll second.
Okay, at this point, we're going to go into executive session. In accordance with Texas Government Code, Section 551.001, the Town Council will recess into executive session, closed meeting, to discuss the following. 551.0712, Texas Government Code to wit, consultation with town attorney on matter in which the duty of the attorney to the governmental body under the Texas disciplinary rules of professional conduct of the state of Texas clearly conflicts with this chapter to receive legal advice regarding development agreements, development and zoning standards. And 551.0711, Texas Government Code to wit, consultation with the town attorney regarding pending or contemplated litigation regarding town of Lakewood Village versus town of Little Elm, regarding boundaries, interlocal agreement, and disannexation, and town of Lakewood Village versus the Sanctuary LLC, Marlon McMacken and Brian Banner regarding development. 551.087 Texas Government Code to wit, economic development negotiations regarding Sam Hill Ventures, Sanctuary at Sunset Cove, Project Left Field, Project Slade Rock, Project Boy Scout, and Project Lakewood Village Partners, and 551072 Texas Government Code to wit, deliberations about real property regarding Sam Hill Ventures, Sanctuary at Sunset Cove, Project Left Field, Project Slade Rock, Project Boy Scout, and Project Lakewood Village Partners. And we're now in executive session.
Okay.